All right, nocturnal news. A Buddhist temple shrouded in aliens, UFOs, planetary science. The temple of 1 million Buddhas. Now, this particular temple represents world peace, universal peace, peace throughout the galaxy. The Buddhist temples and the monks have a very, very rich history when we're talking about aliens and UFOs and life outside of our own planet. I mean, again, their own history is flooded with ancient text and documents, going into detail about aliens and UFOs, ETs. In terms of debunking what we're looking at here, the only thing I was able to find was there was one reporter who had a conversation with a very young monk, at the northern Thailand temple. And he said a professor, along with his students, came about 30, 40 years ago for renovations. And there was possibly, some type of, they possibly vandalized it, basically. Or, perhaps, they are responsible, for the carvings. And by the way, this is steel you're looking at, so it's almost like a stamp, okay? Typically we see stone carvings and paintings. This was printed or chiseled somehow. I'm not quite sure how they do it, but I highly doubt a professor, a highly respected, professor and his students would go to a Buddhist monk temple and vandalize it. So, all right, guys, look, I'm gonna let the video play out. I'll read a little bit of the history at the end, just to kind of get into a little more detail about the UFO and alien connection when we're talking about the Buddhist and their temples, okay, and their history. I mean, like all other civilizations, the Mayan civilization, Egypt, even going back to the biblical days, there seems to be one common thread, one common theme, and that is aliens. Now, just to give you guys a little history right here, reportedly said, Buddhism believes there are aliens that not only exist, but there are many. It goes on to say, a Buddhist scripture from around 300 AD is said to describe an alien visit to Earth. All right, in closing, look, guys, I highly encourage you to do your own research. And by the way, I don't mean any disrespect to the monks or their temples or their history or their religion. I'm simply pointing out what they've already pointed out to the world. Okay, and that is that they do believe there are aliens. Like I said, it's in their own manuscripts, their own scriptures. They have a very rich history of aliens and UFOs. And to be honest, I've never really known about this until recently. So, all right, guys, leave a comment below.